screenshots made with the phone, 424-229-4140, as I upload to Instagram and YouTube. Yeah, you press one of the buttons on your phone, or a couple of them in sequence, and it'll take a snapshot of the screen. That's still not as loud as it was in the middle of the night from Randall Stephens, traitor, actively involved in compromising the security of America and conducting harassment techniques all over America and South America too. get his treason on video. 424-229-4140. Active video, post video. Whatever you get when you don't get me, you get our compromised security. There's a sink, there's the dip, there's another sink. I've gone back through that, I believe that's September. I should be getting back to that, but I want to finish this up. And I also want to document my YouTube for, I've got just, I believe everything joined. Once I get the screenshots here, joined together as a nice low dev, hopefully readable, I have the month. Yeah, I'm one man working alone, but it distracts me from the constant pain I'm in. Yeah, growing a new body's painful. Muscles, the bones, the organs, particularly the muscles. Blue-eyed DNA taking over for brown-eyed DNA. And that's the eye that's changing on my Instagram there. I got 2 of them. Let me turn this off and start the next one. Oh, I saw Walmart commercial on there just in the last video. And you'll see other folks. It was a sponsored ad there. If you have trouble reaching any of my stuff on the internet, that's your business being AT&T there as well as with your phone. Whatever one thing you get, phone ring and error message business signal when you try to call me on that number there, 424-229-4140. The only number I got except for the California Lifeline phone, 213-675-2138. It's a free phone. The 4140 number is the one I pay for. The other phone I get because I'm poor. My livelihood is AT&T. But yeah, that's whatever boring thing you get when you try to call me. It's fraud for one thing, and 2, it's when you call up countless other customers trying to get them to buy your stuff or use your business. That's your AT&T livelihood. So ask your senator, why can't I reach this man? When else will my phone not be allowed to work? That's my lifeline. That's his lifeline. He's in a wheelchair. Senator, why aren't you looking into that? Why aren't you calling the Senate subcommittee? Especially those senators that were on the wrong side of that Russian thing. Try to call me right now. That's what you get as you're trying to raise funds to run again. And it's very easily documented, and in my opinion, much worse than the Russians putting a Russian in our White House. It affects our security as a nation, as individuals, and as families. Get it on video, and Senator, call that Senate subcommittee. find out what else they're doing to compromise the security of the nation. Oh, I gotta get back to that one. That's another Milton and Gold. On the other, I think it's the backup phone I just got, the big iPhone. My eye, you know. But yeah, this is Gold. I'm Milton. If you got like a TV show and you can't reach me by phone, you don't know how many viewers you're not getting. It's all the same. So document it. And besides, that's all the folks on your show, a television show, or what else you might have. That's their lifelines. So make that video. You know, Oprah and Ellen and any of those other folks out there. taking photos of a nice moon over a line of palms. It's not going to turn out. I call it having my photos Chinese, but yeah, it's clear enough even with the light still on, you know, the sunset light, for me to see like the craters and stuff. Give me my disciples taking photos all over the world so I can design beautiful imagery from them. Let's see if I can check. Monday, September 23rd, another week. I'll see if I can get it here. It's going to take forever to process. I might should check if I can run out of space, but I guess it'll just stop if I got a nice 32 gigabyte card. But yeah, I got to store it. As long as I can keep it on one place, high def, then low def. I've been going through the convalescent hospital from hell time with my photos. Ended up in the wheelchair after getting sick, underpaid, undernourished, underfed by that Saudi Arabian city by the sea, Santa Monica. Ended up in the Good Samaritan Hospital for 70 plus days, then on to the convalescent hospital from hell. Burlington and this next street over Beacon's a great place to take photos, 8th and 9th Street or James M. Wood. But it's not a, yes, convalescent hospital from hell. But I've been low def in the stuff that I wasn't able to post from back then. The videos and yeah, I lost the phone. 424-229-0911 when I went in the hospital. Because I literally couldn't get out to pay my phone. That's why I got an auto pay now with the new number. Yes, personal knife in the back, devil lorry, and I made some videos earlier. I call them parables about what the grammar school and high school I went, Catholic schools in Monroe, Louisiana, and those folks who I went to school with. I've been asking for a Flight 93 check for over a decade, about I guess 12 years now. I'll have to check. Out here in California, and that's a lot of folks. From yes, Catholic doctor, a lawyer, kind of sons and daughters and families going through the years and decades who aren't actively looking out for the future and who are active, a lot of them, with those impersonators of me. Disinformation. You can't ask for a Flight 93 check call for over 11 years and not get one, and not have some folks selling their souls, selling their family souls. So I made some parable videos earlier, and Seattle, I don't know if he's still there, David Rose, the one with the red cheeks from kissing the devil's ass, actively taunting through the Facebook. I can't reach the Facebook anymore. I've grown tired of trying to, I couldn't upload, I would like to have all of my yearly image in the folders there, but yes, the devils. And yes, David Rose, very active. He used to be, I believe, at least from the Facebook, used to be a anchor, or is an anchor. According to the parable this morning, he's still an anchor, but who knows. Because I also saw on that about him working with one of those cop shows kind of things. Who knows? A lot of folks from my past I haven't heard from in years. The last one I heard from is, yes, David Rose. He had like a link or something on his Facebook. I went to it and I said, there's nothing here. I emailed him, and he behaved rather bizarrely in the return email. Don't go to the link. They're going to steal all your financial information. And yeah, I made a video or two about it. I don't have financial. Those folks from those Catholic schools, St. Frederick's High School and Jesus the Good Shepherd School, taking an active part in America's Hijack Lifelines, selling out their religion, selling out their families. I don't have I'd like to be making a whole lot of money with this graphic art I got. But I'm not, because of the devil in Seattle there and many others. Get them on video left and right. They are a threat to our security as a nation and as families and as a world. Document it. Never easier to do that. We're in with the ever-present eyes and ears of technology. Ask a lot of folks who are in the public eye, especially when they're on camera. Impeach Governor Newsom, Catholic Governor Newsom, Presbyterian Trump, and Jewish Mayor Garcetti, all taking part in that very Muslim, they don't name them Hussein unless they're Muslim, placing of a cowardly Hussein in our White House, right after we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins. Ask all politicians in the public eye. Why can't I reach this man? What are you doing about that? He's been asking for over a decade and has yet to get one. Late night 3-check call. Now the wise politician would say, I'm glad you brought that up. And we'll have all kinds of looking into things already going on. But just to make sure they're doing that, you get them on video and get that chant going. Impeach because we can't reach Melton. Recall because we can't call him. 424-229-4140. Oh, those are some nice shadows there. I got some photos I haven't gotten caught up. I was sick. Yes, this morning, woken up by bloody-handed Randall Stevenson, a name familiar from the past, those Catholic circles. So is Rose and AT&T there. I don't know if they're relatives of the executives or not, but I do know they're actively taking part in America's Hijack Lifelines. But yeah, I'm going to have to design something with those shadows. That's nice. There's the GIMP I'm working on. I can't get back to, because they got a lot of stuff to do. I was hoping to get some saints in, but I'd like to, as long as I'm this far along, get through my screenshots for the month. Justice for Mary's Children at 9/11. Photo of some light through the trees. Point the camera up. Took the photo right where they have the Sunday market. Morning light kind of thing up in the trees. Get some justice for Mary's Children in 9/11. See that phone? As every child in America's lifeline to the fireman, police, paramedic, make a video of being hijacked. 424-229-4140. You got the time on your phone. You got my number dialed. You got the date in the video. You got Randall Stevenson altering phone records to cover up his crimes. Get some justice for Mary's Children in 9/11. Get it on video. I'm not sure. I'll have to check what I'm up to. Oh, that's the flashlight I use to make the Stigmata Eyes videos. It lights it up real well, the Genetic Carpenter. 26. Date modified. I don't see why it's called the date modified if it was when it was taken. Well, of course, I don't know the computer stuff and why it does it, but let's get back to the slideshow and I'm going to stop talking. Once again, not feeling the best right now. So, Camp Sugar. Yeah, I make videos of my sugar checks. And there's the Weir Wood Dale 8x10 altered twice. When I designed it and when it got here, or on the way here. But the sugar checks, I made enough videos of Tommy, over a half hour of Tommy's that are over a half hour, and now I get the minute ones in each day. It's much better. But yeah, I'd take the sugar check with the Tommy and just plain doing the sugar check, and it'd be the lowest one I had was under 100, like 95, 94, and the highest, before I got the new sugar checker that I'm using now, it would just say HI, high. Meaning it, I guess it's over 500, and then with the new one, I've gotten some that are over 500. And I feel the same. Whether it's 90, 100, or up over 500. And unless the videos are altered, and I don't think they were. I watched a few of them. Yeah, you'll notice that too. Check out those YouTubes and see for yourself. And yes, that Muslim doctor down the street, Dr. Martha Misa, with folks, in particular an Oriental fella, a big kind of football player guy with a short haircut. Dr. Rapetti, like spaghetti. I think he was flirting with the past worker when he told her my name in the emergency room there. That's where I found out about that 8 times better than morphine, Dolpha something. And yes, it worked. But yeah, they pushed me out the emergency door. Mirza drove me home, sick as anything. The nice lady who does my laundry and cleaning, past PASC program. But yeah, Martha Misa prescribed insulin, knowing full well about my unique metabolism. I can, yeah, just thinking back to the visits down the street. She prescribed that Triceba insulin.
1-877-308-3844.
I'm going to see what that is. Let me turn it off for a moment. That's some folks watching him very closely. It did not ring very long. Not even enough to go to voicemail. But designed to interrupt. Let me Google with the phone. Oh, there's some Saints imagery. Saints-imagery.blogspot.com. Don't forget the www up front. Yeah, I turned that off, the screenshots, and I was going to get it on video, that the phone works. The only time I get it on video is when I have to use not the pay-as-you-go phone, that's the phone that just rang. Actually, that's not the pay-as-you-go phone, it's just my Metro PCS, I do pay by month. But yeah, it's not the free phone because I'm poor. Toll-free number. Oh wow, I gotta screenshot that. Maybe it's Trump. Can you see it? Indicating a toll-free number in North America, area code 877 NANP, whatever that means, and area code 877 Russia, Republic of ADYGEA. Oh, it's I'll get about a month, 2 months ago, I'm not sure exactly. A guy was surprised to actually reach me and said he watched my YouTube videos, but in the very rare times I see something like that, yeah, it's I will get comments on the YouTube that don't make sense, and they don't really indicate that they've seen the video. At least that's my impression. But yeah, the guy called, I want to say it's around the holiday, Labor Day maybe. But yeah, he was surprised, and brief conversation, and he said he might call back, but yeah, who knows. He was surprised to me to be able to reach me. Maybe it's Susan Wojcicki from YouTube. She's Russian. Have I stopped? Yeah, I stopped it for that. Let me get back to it. I want to finish before I run completely out of card space on the Nikon here. Kind of threw me getting the phone call. I'm not sure. I know it's I pay $40 a month. That's not all that much, but yeah, it is my lifeline. I am in a wheelchair, and it's supposed to be unlimited talk and text from what I understand, but I don't know if they go to Russia as far as going on call now. I may have to turn a light on. Mormon cult perverts case in neighborhoods when the only ones home are the kids after school. Get pickup truck. That was one of those. Didn't have too many of those in September. Go back a few months, you'll see plenty. And yeah, honk when you see them casing those neighborhoods. The only ones home are the kids after school. And in the video parables, there's some nice hunters, maybe some NRA guys back from hunting. So the gray, usually gray, sometimes white. I'm told that they have the Mormon cult perverts casing the neighborhood. Yes, they do often have the bike racks on there so they can go further casing those neighborhoods. But they pick up truck and park in front, park in back, and wait till those hard-working parents of those kids home after school to have a word with them. Make that video, and yes, remember, it's not just the for whatever reason they're in the afternoons casing those neighborhoods, but yeah, senior citizens with their kids moved away, and they're recently widowed, what's the other word? Widowed? widower. I don't know. But yeah, get them in the church and get them to Utah, or at least get those antiques they own out to their hands and in Desiree Industries across the country somewhere. Remember, when you see them, I see them constantly around me. Saw them 6 blocks east of the tallest thing in Los Angeles, where I lived, on Los Angeles Street, Baltimore Hotel. Saw them constantly as I'm going up to my 4th story small apartment there. They're in, waiting on the oh, you know how the windows have kind of a ledge to sit down on the inside? That's on there. Yes, before I ended up in the hospital. But yeah, try to call me when you see them and ask them, what do you know about this? And yes, make sure you honk when you see them casing those neighborhoods. Who knows what they're up to? I'm not sure how long I am. I don't want to go too long, because if it stops, I won't know where I've stopped. So let me stop one more time, and I can check to see where I'm at and turn the light on. All clergy, protect your flock. Make a video of your hijack call to me right now. 424-229-4140. Not one polite 93 check call in over a decade of asking. A lot of folks selling their souls to take part in that. Point it out. Protect your flock. And yes, clergy. Oh, excuse me, my elbow fell off a gold here. I'm under the impression I googled. It covers a whole lot of folks other than just, priests of the Catholic Church. Starting it up again. Let me check real quick again. September 28th. September 20th. Hopefully this will be the last one. Yeah, I've been posting my imagery and videos for over a decade. Out here in California, Los Angeles. And this is just for 1 month, but this is September. I've got months and years before that. I'm not sure how far back I go with the screenshots, but I am kind of looking to see how I can videos of folders that have a lot of 93 check videos in them. Ooh, Taliban torsos and Osama's crucifixion. It's about my eyes, Osama's crucifixion. Found a youth in Melton's eyes. Yes, the used to be all dark brown if you see them in these here, but have been changing from brown to blue. A little genetic carpentry with the help of the angels. And you can see the blue peeking through. Photo from that I used for the image. They didn't like, the color of my eyes, so I was changing the eyes. Their work uniform was, a kind of a dark brown. But yeah, that photo, if you know what a SoCam habit, I believe is what I call it. Losing the glasses like a bad habit. It's from, I guess, about 10 years ago, or maybe a little less. And the brown circles around of the blue growing through and around are a little bigger than they were from about 2014, just before I went in the hospital. And then recently, you can watch those videos. Don't have time to do it, and I can't do it with a Nikon, at least not as well as I would like. But oh, there they are. With I think that's with the smaller brown circles completely gone around the edge, and the bigger blue circles growing through and around. So you see the slow but sure progress. Eagle Rock and El Paso's the intersection right outside. You go across, right on the other side of the street is the little small Target. They're supposed to have a bigger one up around the mall in Eagle Rock, but I've never been in it. But it's a nice place to get my chicken, my other food, just right across the street. But Eagle Rock and York is a little bit further down the road, and El Paso and Eagle Rock is more towards downtown LA in a southerly direction from that. I'm going to have to try to get the date in, a title here and there, just so I can know. And don't necessarily. I'm a hunter and pecker with my finger. I guess everybody is, but not much of a typer. It doesn't take too much to put the date in and know how far along I am. That's it, TGEM. When I first started this, that stuck out like a sore thumb. I go through it 3-4 times, and the folks with high-tech toys will literally put it in. A typo that's very obvious. It's that Lori over the top kind of obvious, because they can't be satisfied just putting a typo in. They have to let me know that it's intentional and that it wasn't like I just typed it. And yes, I call it the Chinese Great Wall of People. Hear that siren? 911, flight 93, checking posting 5. And I guess I should turn this off, because I don't know how much card space I had, and bizarrely it did not go to the Faststone. It's a very good program. Download, and you can use it to get your screenshot, not your screenshot, use it to get a nice melting image as your desktop image. Hear that siren? 911 flight 93 checking posted 5. 424-229-4140. Whatever you get when you don't get me, post. Come see me in person. Half wit will travel. Show me the perfect place to build. Jesus has an immaculate house. Best people to start building with. Gotta do it in person. The devil steals your calls.